They purposefully paid them rappers to destroy our communities.
Any rapper that talk about drilling and all this stuff 24/7 can't stand next to me. I can't even look him in the eye. Like, I'm straight on it. I can't look him in the eye to even talk.
Violent people listen to violent music. Violent music can't make somebody who's a pacifist violent. Because if that pacifist became violent after listening to a violent song, then clearly he was already violent. If all it takes is for a song for you to go out and ruin your life, you've already wanted to ruin your life.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to the Big Crash Podcast. And today we're going to keep it a little bit more chill. I ain't going to throw a whole bunch of facts at you today. But we are talking about something that I really care about, and that is rap music. A lot of people nowadays say that rap music is evil and that the messaging is all bad and nobody ever makes anything contemplative anymore or emotional. And I'm just here to dispel some of these rumors, dispel some of these misconceptions, because I really love rap and I've just been seeing the discourse online, especially like from other YouTubers and stuff, just get a little bit more negative about rap. I'm not gonna say, it's being demonized right now. I still think rap is very popular and a lot of people are still giving it attention. But at the same time, there are some very negative misconceptions that come with rap music nowadays. So I just want to talk about them, get it out in the open a little bit, express my feelings and thoughts on the situation so that people look at rap just a little bit more differently and try to understand where artists come from and try to understand how some messages are just better for some people, So I got some clips and I got some gameplay here. We're going to keep it real nice, easy, simple, and we're not going to waste too much time. We go get right into this thing. Let's go.
Man, I 100% don't listen to rap music no more. And the reason why is because 99% of rap music is evil. All they talk about is degrading black women or degrading women, doing women wrong. Talking about how easy it is to do crimes. You know what I'm saying? Just stunting and flexing on people of our same color. Like, it's just trauma. Like, rap music ain't nothing but artists making music off our trauma we go through every day. Like, so why would I like to listen to this shit? Like, rap music ain't shit no more, man. It never really has been, for real. I mean, I remember a time in rap music where the guys that was talking about getting money was popular, but now it's the guys that are always talking about doing a drill or making it seem like the crimes are easy to do. Now the kids going out doing crimes. And then the prisons, the same people that own the music industry are the same people that got their hands in the prison business. And guess what? Every time somebody go to jail, guess what? They're making money off of that. So why wouldn't they not want to get into that? So why would they not want to push that to be mainstream when it's going to influence the youth to go do dumb stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest, I really don't. Any rapper that talk about drilling and all this stuff 24/7 can't stand next to me. I can't even look a motherfucker in the eye. Like, I'm straight on it. I can't look a motherfucker in the eye to even talk about that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Or even rap like that. Like shit is evil, man. I'm straight on it. I'm to the point right now, I don't even want to listen to music no more, for real, because everything's so over-sexualized. I'm to the point right now where I just want to listen to jazz. Like, no lyrics, no nothing, just listen to smooth, soft jazz, R&B jazz, stuff that feel like it's massaging your brain. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that only. Like, stuff ain't the same no more, man.
So y'all heard what he had to say. He said a lot of things. First things he really mentioned were how rappers always talk about killing and always rap about disrespecting women. And it's like, yeah, sure, that happens sometimes, but it's not all rap music, bruh. It's just not. And it really just reflects the type of music that you're finding, the type of rap that you listen to. That's what you find all the time somehow. But I mean, if that's part of somebody's life and they're rapping about their experience, that's what you have to do. Music is about your experience. You rap from your emotions. You rap from what you've been through in life. So if that is truly what you got going on, I don't see a problem with talking about what's going on in your life, especially if you're just, making a song to brag. Like, you have to understand, as an artist, you're not just making music. You're not just out here making music for money. No, it has to have some type of emotional base emphasis. There has to be some type of middle ground between the artist and the audience. And the middle ground is relatability. The middle ground is emotional themes, stuff like that. So when men get on the beat talking about how they do certain things, it's because there's a lot of men out here who have violent natures. Men are a little bit more aggressive than others. I'm not saying every man is, but there are men who need that creative outlet. I'd rather somebody go and talk about doing what they want to do versus actually doing it. Because again, music is an outlet for some people. They just talk about what they need to get off their chest and then they're fine. And with the whole women thing, it's like, well, bro, it's just for fun. Anyways, like, yeah, you shouldn't be cheating. You shouldn't be misleading people and playing games with people's hearts. I'm never going to say that's okay. But at the same time, if that is what that person is doing and that's their life they're living, you had to let them talk about what they're doing. At least they're being honest and open in a song. At least they're not out here misleading their audience, making them think that there's some type of angel when they're really not. At least they're being honest. And there will be people who can relate to that and people who need to hear it, so then they can finally wake up and be like, you know what? Yeah, he's saying that and it sounds good, but at the same time, what he's saying is kind of messed up. It is a little crazy. And sometimes you have to hear it in a song for you to realize how bad something is. I'm not saying that's for everything though. But again, it is about an emotional barrier. He said that, you know, these rappers only make songs off of our trauma. Yeah, you had to make songs off of some type of emotional basis. The songs that do best, love songs, they use the fact that you love. They are capitalizing off of the fact that you want to love somebody. Almost everybody desires to be loved, find that romantic love. So if you listen to pop songs nowadays, well, aren't the artists in pop also, you know, making money off of your feelings? Just like the rappers are making money off of some people's trauma. Sure, if I'm traumatized and I've been through some stuff, music will help me get through that. Sad songs too. And I think this is, you know, a prime example. The emo boy genre was heavily looked down on. Heavily. Yes, while it was popping, it was going strong, you had a lot of people supporting it, but around 2020, people stopped supporting emo rap. They said, oh, I don't want to be sad all day long. Oh, we don't want to hear that all day long. Stop crying on the beat. Stuff like that. So it's like, well, when we try to give you something a little bit more positive, even though it's sad music, you don't want that. Regardless, it sounds like you're just scared of your feelings. You don't want to experience any type of like emotional reflection. You're okay with just hearing smooth jazz, just instruments. And when it's like, okay, yeah, if that's what you like, go ahead and listen to what you like. But lyrics have power and lyrics can change your mind. Lyrics can be a vent, an outlet for some people so that they don't do crazy things. Me personally, I love listening to gangster rap because, one, my father made me listen to gangster rap while I was still in the womb. I had no choice. That's what he played for me. He didn't play Mozart, he played gangster rap. So it's kind of in my blood. But at the same time, it really does help me get a lot of my anger and frustration out when I'm angry and frustrated at people. Violent video games help me do the same thing. So these are art forms. These are creative outlets for people. They do not make people violent. They are outlets for people. Violent people listen to violent music. Violent music can't make somebody who's a pacifist violent. Because if that pacifist became violent after listening to a violent song, then clearly he was already violent. If all it takes is for a song for you to go out and ruin your life, you've already wanted to ruin your life. There was something already in you. This just emboldened you. This just gave you the confirmation to go out and do whatever you do. But it's already been in you, so I feel like this is the same thing when violent video games were coming up and people were saying, you know, the games are making kids violent nowadays. No, the kids have always been violent. This has been going on before rap music was invented. This has been going on for a long time, in the black communities especially. And believe it or not, I'm kind of iffy about this statistic, but violence has been going down since 1993. Non-violent, I believe, gun-related charges have been going down.
violent crimes have been going down since 1993. I'm not sure. I know that's on a nationwide basis. I'm not sure about certain demographics. I'm not sure about certain regions and everything. But if it was rap music making everybody so much more violent, then you would see an increase across the nation. You wouldn't just see an increase in black communities, because rap is actually national now. A lot of people listen to rap music. And lastly, the last thing he kind of said that kind of pissed me off was that execs are doing this. It's the music executives that are pushing this and making sure people go to jail so they could benefit off of the money that comes from the jail system. Do you have proof for this, bro? Like, who told you this? Where did you find this shit out? Because you must know something nobody else. You are astro projecting or something, because why would a music executive want their biggest and brightest stars to go off into jail? Sure, they might make a little money in the short term, in the short run, but it would be way more commercially viable for you to just hold on to your black artist. On top of the fact that gangster rap was invented before these labels even got started into this whole rap thing. Before rap executives really started signing rappers, NWA was already doing gangster rap. And they were like the first rap group ever. I'm not gonna say ever. Maybe I should take that back a little, because people like to fact check shit. But they were one of the first rap groups in the 80s. And before, people was getting signed and shit, they were already making gangster music. Already. So it's not that it's, music label executives wanting to just push destructive stuff. No, it's the fact that destructive stuff is just simply marketable. It is simply just profitable. People like negativity, believe it or not. We can't shoo away negativity as if it's not part of the world. We're gonna get in that too a little bit later, because this guy, he tries to bring spiritualism into this whole debate, and I'm gonna show you and break down why it is actually spiritually beneficial for you to have both positive and negative in your life.
Rap and hip hop is one of the most terrible things to happen to black community, the black race, black people as a whole. It is a spiritual spell. This world is spiritual, and I want people to wake up, and I want the people who are awoken to help me and support me, and please get people to understand what I'm saying. Look up the lyrics to your favorite rap song, and you will understand that this is not right. If you're a Christian, which I am, you will see it's wrong. The music that we listen to, the vibrations, it's wrong. A lot of it's wrong. And I'll say this, I'm not perfect. From time to time, I have listened to rap music, but you can go through my playlist. I have a lot of frequencies, rain sounds I listen to, birds chirping, I listen to crickets. I listen to natural sound. Very rare that I use headphones as well. But you listen to the music and then think about the way that you act. Think about the way you think about the opposite gender, about how you think you don't need a man, right? About how every girl cheats, about all these girls are hoes and liars. Really look at the music, think about the lyrics, especially what you've been listening to lately, and track it back to your day-to-day life. There isn't just one day. There's multiple days in the 24 hours. The days they go like this. The days go like this. And rap is one of the worst things to ever happen to black people. One of the worst. And the artists who do get popular, they're selling out their people. A lot of them. Not all of them, but a lot of them.
Okay, so he opens up the video talking about how rap is the worst thing ever that's ever been invented for the black community. Wrong. Simply wrong. Rap has been one of the biggest platforms for black people to express their political ideas, social ideas, and their own experiences, and to vent and get their stories out there. So actually, this has been one of the best platforms for black people ever. And it is a highly exclusive space too. A lot of other races don't do as well as black people when it comes to rapping. Therefore, it is also a very good way for black people to actually gain generational wealth, to change their communities. It is a big opportunity for black people, especially where it's at right now. It is a commercial success. So actually, this is one of the best things to ever happen. How certain people use rap does not signify how everybody uses it. It does not ultimately degrade the platform that it is. It is still the same platform that can still be used for the same positive reasons, and it still is. Whether you're saying some negative things, which is just things people don't agree with, or you're saying positive things, which is things that people agree with. So it doesn't matter. It is a platform, especially for Black people, to express their thoughts and ideas. And it is one of the longest standing ones when it comes to commercial industries. No other commercial industry is allowing Black people to express their voices as well as rap is for their community. I hope that makes sense. I really hope that makes sense. So he goes on to say, list your favorite rap song and think about the song, the lyrics in those songs. First and foremost, if you are that easily manipulated by lyrics, you shouldn't be listening to music at all. You need to go sit down and really think about your life if all you need to do is put on a song and then all your thoughts change. All your sensibility goes out the window as soon as you put on a drill song. You can't think for yourself anymore because what Lil Uzi said, because what Lil Durk said, now it's their fault? Because you can't control your mind? This is the worst argument ever. You have to be accountable. You simply have to be accountable for your mind and your actions. If you truly feel like that rap music is rooting your behavior, for whatever reason you feel like it's doing that, stop listening to rap music. But don't stop listening to rap music thinking, oh, it makes everybody do this. No, it just makes you do that for some reason. What's wrong with you, bro? I'm not trying to make fun of nobody. I ain't trying to make fun of nobody, because I'm sure there are some people who seriously can't control what they do after they hear a song. And if that's the case, then you need to understand that about yourself and understand that not everybody is like that. I'm sure the people who are like that are very much so in the minority. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who hear rap music and don't do the things that other people are talking about. So I really don't see the big problem there. Now, personally, my favorite rap song is The Way Life Goes by Lil Uzi Vert. That song has got me through it since 2017. Every time I'm going through something just a little too rough, I'm feeling a little bit more emotional, especially after I'm dealing with a girl or something, I go and put on that song. And that song, he's not disrespecting women. One of the lyrics is, I respect her on that level. She don't want me, I'ma let her go over there with that broke fella. So when I heard that at 17, that really helped me. I was like, damn, he really just said, I respect her on that level and just let her go. I've been like that ever since. Now I know I just said if rap influences the way you behave and stuff like that, then you need to go and redo your life. But sometimes you can listen to a song and be like, oh yeah, no, that is good. No, that is good. Maybe I should try that. And then you try it and it's working well for you. But there's other things in a song you can hear and be like, no, I ain't gonna do that. No, I know that's just wrong. I know that ain't gonna work out for me in my life. It's about you and your life. What is going to work for you and your life? Now again, violent people do violent things. You can't give Little Mary Sue a King Von song and then Little Mary Sue is gonna go with a white beater on and a ski mask out the door the next day. Little Mary Sue ain't gonna do that, because that's not who Little Mary Sue actually is. Little Mary Sue is gonna hear that song and be like, nah, that's nasty. No, this is violent. Oh, gasp. Clutch pearls. She's not gonna want to hear it. She's gonna turn it off. But a violent person is gonna hear that and be like, yeah, that's hard. Yeah, He's gonna put on another song. And then once he finally gets it all out of him, he'll be like, dang, yeah, that was some good music. Then he sits down, smokes some weed like me. I don't know. I'm sure there's people who actually live that lifestyle every day and they're doing the things that they actually rap about. But at the same time, there's a lot of people who don't do that stuff in the rap music, but they like that rap music, like me. I don't hurt people. I don't try to hurt people. I don't want to. I know that is a self-defense thing. If I have to defend myself, then I will hope that I don't have to hurt anybody too badly. That's seriously what I think. But I also like to get my anger out because I'm an angry little boy sometimes. Sometimes I get way too big for my britches. So I need to go put on a song to help me calm down and get it out. Go yell and scream.
Sometimes it's good for people who have emotional regulation problems. I'm not gonna say I'm diagnosed with nothing because I never went to the doctor. I don't do that. But I know I have a harder time, especially with my anger. So I have creative outlets for that. I make music. I listen to music. I play violent video games. And again, media cannot make you violent. Sure, they did a study and it said that violent video games made people more more aggressive in the short term. They have more aggressive behaviors and thoughts. But violent, outright nonsensical violence in the long term, months out, no, doesn't happen. Days out, no, doesn't happen. Only for a few short hours are you just a little bit more aggressive in that time. And if you're anything like me, then you'll actually blow off all of your aggression in the media itself. So there are certain people who benefit from this. There simply is, like me. And there's some people who need to watch and regulate how much they listen to this stuff. Like other people, maybe just like him. But I don't see how you can call yourself Christian and then say these are low frequency things. How confused are you, bro? Because as a Christian, you can't believe in things that are mystical, vibrations, vibes, or mysticism. Not Christian. As a Christian, how are you even listening to gangster rap in the first place? I don't understand that. So the type of people that talk down on rap are the people that don't even know what they're talking about to begin with, and shouldn't be doing it according to their own moral regulations. How you even know what this stuff is, bro? Like, how do you know what Lil Durk and Lil Von, what you know? You don't know because you don't listen. But if you did listen, you would hear them say, oh, I'm going to hell for this. These rappers that rap about this stuff, sometimes they straight up say, yeah, I know I'm wrong, but I ain't got nothing else. And if you listen to their music, you would hear that. And you would understand, okay, yeah, it's not cool to be doing this. This is just what that guy has to do to survive. And maybe you are very much like him. And you would benefit from hearing that music because they will give you emotional support. Because again, like in the first clip, you need that emotional bridge. You have to have something relatable. And sadly, within the black community, the struggle is relatable. So people get on the song talking about how they survived today. You can't be mad at them. It's socio-economic factors that create what we see out in the world today, not media. Media is a reflection of life, not the other way around. Not the other way around. But let's get right into this last clip so we can wrap it up with some final thoughts.
Not forgive y'all for allowing rap to turn into this destructive ass genre that it has turned into. Rap started it off as something positive for the community. Okay, cool. Then it had balance, had a little bit of negativity, positivity, but it was a balance. And then these white executives just start hyping up and pushing out all of this bull, the bull that perpetuates every type of negative stereotype within our community. And y'all just ate that up. It's so disgusting. Music that talks about nothing but us killing each other. And who is consuming that? Our youth. So now you got cities in which the city I live in, and the kids doing nothing but offing each other because it's the kids each other. It's not even the adults. And my dad asked me a good question. He said, do you believe if white boys were doing the Chicago drill music, would they have let it get as big as it did? Hell no, they wouldn't have. They purposefully paid them rappers to destroy our communities. And where are those rappers once they get as big as they are? Huh? I want you to ask yourself that. It's a couple rappers that do good for the community, but a lot of them don't speak on shit. A lot of them do not speak on any social movement because they don't give a fuck. In fact, most of them spit in our faces. I'm done. I'm not gonna be a part of this bull anymore. Rappers that were so toxic and detrimental to the community, that are supporting a man that said he's going to let cops get away with murder, and he's flirting with the idea of unleashing martial law in black communities. That's how they repay y'all. Yup. That's cute, right? And I'll be the first person to say, Honestly, I don't fuck with neither one of them, but I'm more left leaning because it just makes sense for black people to be more progressive, because black people should want change because that's what it means to be progressive. But I'm absolutely disgusted. This shit is not okay at all. Honestly, just think about the programming with the rap. Think about how they will play the most negative shit in places where it doesn't even make sense, man. It doesn't make sense for Sexy Red to have been in the spaces that she was in. It doesn't make sense for all of these rappers that were just so negative and thriving off negativity, talking about nothing but kiss, to be in these spaces where they were in. It's on purpose because they don't want people to see us as nothing but baby mamas, drug dealers, people that kill each other. And I know what y'all gonna say, like they gonna view us like that anyway, but perception is reality. Why is there no balance? There is none. See, when our parents were kids, it used to be balanced. There is none anymore because they don't want it to be.
Now, she says that rap turned violent, as if rap started off as some type of positive thing in the first place. No. In the 70s, rap started off as party music, mainly. It was mainly just about the drums, and rappers weren't even really rapping. They were more like just hype men and just saying random catchy shit. But at these parties, you would have drinking. At these parties, you would have women shaking their ass, smoking, doing the same shit that black people typically do nowadays. So, I don't think it started off as anything positive or extremely negative. I think it started off balanced, like she said. Again, in the 80s, while you had Slick Rick and, I forgot their name, but they rap about fighting the system. Slick Rick, in New York, they're talking about positive things, trying to get the black community to move forward and stuff like that. And then in LA, you had gangster rap, which was called reality rap back then. And they were rapping about, the crack epidemic and what they were going through as a thug living in poverty every day. So you had these two coasts making up, two different sounds, positive and negative, whatever you want to call it. But regardless, they are documenting what's going on in the community. That's what's really happening. They're not pushing this stuff. They're not trying to glorify it. Some maybe are. I'm not gonna say everybody's, demonizing it. But I would say for the most part, the goal of these rappers is to document what's actually going on in their life and have some type of understanding for what's going on in their life versus trying to poison us and trying to throw us down. I feel like maybe that can happen to some people, but at the same time, you have to have a strong mind. Just because you hear something in a song don't mean you gotta go do it. And just because you hear it in a song don't mean he's trying to influence you. He's rapping about what's going on in his life. And you gotta let people have that. Otherwise, what you're talking about is censorship. Otherwise, what you're talking about is, no, you can't say what you want to say. You can't talk about your life, which is worse to me. Why would you want to erase their stories? This is really happening to people. So while rap has a debaucherous side, it also has a very woke side. When there was gangster rap coming up, there was positive rap also coming up, conscious rap. Same thing. They were the same time. They were coming up at the same time. So I don't see why people think, it's all negative. All of a sudden it turned negative and there's no more positivity. No, there's still positivity in songs. You can still look up songs today. And some of the same rappers that you will say are negative influences make beautiful, positive music. Like Lil Durk, he put out his Almost Healed album. And his Almost Healed album was beautiful. A lot of people didn't like it because he stepped outside of what he normally does. A lot of people didn't like how positive he was because he stepped outside of the negativity that he normally raps about. So is it actually the artist doing it, or is it what the people want? And if the people want it, how can you blame executives for pushing it? If every time, like I said, emo rap, you push it down. Every time, we have some type of new inventive way of rapping, no, go back to the basics. This ain't rap, man. And the black people will be the first ones to say it. I don't want to hear this soft shit, man. But, okay, so what else are we promoting then? What else is really out here for you to listen to then if you don't want to hear the emotional rap? You tell Chance the Rapper, you don't want to hear that no more. And he was being positive. You tell all these positive rappers that you sick of hearing it, and then you're confused when there's nothing else left? But this is what the rap community does. This is always what it's been. Regardless, there's nothing wrong with understanding the darkness of life. A lot of people try to run away and don't want to hear the darkness of life. But at the same time, these are real stories. These are real problems. These are real things that need to be talked about in order to be solved. And the solution isn't stop saying it. That's not the solution. So you want to blame executives for the way that rap music has turned out, but rap executives put on MJ. Michael Jackson was signed to a label. Whitney Houston was signed to a label. Nat King Cole was signed to a label. These weren't rappers. These were black singers, black musicians that were signed by white executives, and they were pushed. They were pushed. It wasn't because, oh, this is destroying the black community, so we're gonna push it. No, it's because it made them money. They're in business to make money, not destroy people. If they destroy the same people they're trying to benefit from, how will they make their money? Now, I know not every executive is good. Yes, not every executive, but the overall goal cannot be to destroy communities. We would see through that. No, what the real problem is that people enjoy drill music. People enjoy the negativity, and they actually do want to hear it. You want to hear it so that you can say that you're better than that. You want to hear it so that you can demean it. That's why a lot of people want to hear it, but you need to have both positive and negative in your life. If you don't have negative, you can't have positive. If negative things don't exist, positivity can't exist. Yin yang. Yin yang. You have to understand these things, though. You really have to understand energy. You really have to understand cause and effect. That's for a different video, though. I can talk about that type of stuff all day. She also brought up how developing minds are the ones that are, being victimized by this music. They're the ones going out and reliving what this music is talking about, but that's been going on since before rap. And again, media cannot make you violent. Violent people like violent media. Passive people like passive media. It's about who you are, and you have to understand what you are before you just start going and pointing fingers, blaming everything else but yourself, except for looking within and finding out why you even react that way in the first place. And she went on to mention how if drill music was a white thing, they wouldn't allow it to happen, but Slim Jesus, Lil Mabu, Max the Demon. I never heard of Max the Demon, but he was on the list. Regardless, like I said before, it's hard for white people to get into rap. It's hard for other people of other races to get into rap, period. That's why you don't see too many white rappers, let alone a white drill rapper. When Lil Mabu came out, I remember his blow up. It was crazy. Everybody was like, what's going on? This little white boy, it was fascinating. Yet he was still blowing up, yet people were still giving him money. So it's not the fact that this is a white people trying to destroy the black community with media. No, black people invented this media and it became very successful. White people saw that and started signing the black artist. They will sign a black artist whether or not they make drill music. It doesn't depend on whether, oh, we're not gonna sign you, you're black and you make positive music. Nope, we're not signing you. They don't say that. That's not what happens. We wouldn't have MJ. We wouldn't have Prince if that's what was really the agenda, if that was what's really going on here. Because again, you have to think about it, MJ was popping up, rising up at the same time that rap was going on. When gangster rap was going up in the 80s, Michael Jackson was going up in the 80s. So you can't sit and say, oh, they're just wanting to promote and push the only negative. No. They're really just pushing whatever makes money, whatever you people are going to take. But lastly, and this is a point the last guy brought up, they say that these artists are selling out, that they don't care about the communities, they don't give back to the communities, and they don't speak on any real problems. Once again, false. When artists actually do speak up about problems, they normally get ostracized for their viewpoints. It's extremely hard to hold a political opinion nowadays as a famous person. I'm not trying to, boo-hoo, whine, and complain for them, but at the same time, I can see reality. You will get canceled if everybody don't agree with you. So it's best to just keep your comments to yourself sometimes. Regardless, this is a lie anyway. I'm not gonna say every rapper is hyper-political, but Lil Baby tried to become political. And he started, and I forgot the interview, but he even said himself, you know, I had to step away from that stuff just because you don't want to rub the wrong person the wrong way. But he was making some very, very good music for the black community. I forgot what the songs were called, but I remember when they came out, and yeah, it was different. It was shocking. I was like, wow, Lil Baby is making this? Lil Baby, the drill rapper, is making positive music? But when they do that, when these rappers try to turn a new leaf and be positive, people don't want to hear that. Seriously, it's a repeating pattern within the system. Future even talks about how he wanted to go into more R&B songs and stuff like that and sing and be a little bit more soulful, but they don't like him as much when he does that. He doesn't make as much money. What sells is that other stuff that he be rapping and singing about. Abusing women. But if he makes anything talking about loving women, it's not gonna do as well. So it's really a problem within the community. You can't blame people for using their talent to survive. I don't blame them at all, especially if they're rapping about things that they actually do, things that are actually in their life. How can I be mad at that? And you want to sit and demonize people within our culture, but you're a progressive, you're a Democrat, and you don't think those people are evil? You think those people have the best interest for you in mind? Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. We gotta think a little bit harder about this. Anyway, my battery's about to die, so I gotta wrap this video up. Let me know what you think down in the comments, because rap is a huge thing to me, and I always want to make sure that I'm defending it and, you know, putting my thoughts out there, because, again, I used to rap, and I love rap. I listen to all rappers. Every rapper that you can think of, I probably heard a song or two. So, let me know what you think. If you like what I got going on here, make sure you drop a like, comment, and subscribe. This is the Big Crash Podcast, and I will be here for you. Just be here for me. That's all I ask. Anyway, until next time, guys.